People have been asking how I made this photo that was in the paper on the weekend. And the reason they've been asking is because you can actually see me in the background of this photo taking a picture, which sounds about as weird as it looks. But the only way I could actually get this photo was by firing the camera with a remote. And in this particular case, I only had one chance to get the shot, but I had to shoot video. So when you zoom into the picture here, you'll see a video camera in my right hand and a Pocket Wizard remote in my left. This is exactly what my setup looked like when I was taking the shot in Malaysia. I have a Mark III 5D with a Pocket Wizard in the hot shoe plugged into the camera. And I mounted the camera on this Manfrotto magic arm just so I could get it to sit over the ledge of the building a little bit. And then once I had everything set up and I had my focus set, I just take some gaffer tape and I wrap it around the rings of the lens just in case somebody bumps it or maybe the lens creeps if the camera is at an angle. But I just don't want anything to happen because I'll have no way to come back and fix it once I got up onto the roof. So this kind of setup is great for shooting wildlife. You can have a bird in the backyard or an animal stand in the kitchen window, wait for it to come by, trigger the camera. Or you could have a party at home where you set up a photo booth. Your guests can take the remote, stand in front of the camera, take their picture. And it also works great at night. So if you're taking pictures of the stars, something like that, and you have a long shutter speed, you can use the remote to trigger the camera so that you don't get shake and blur your photos. Now with the Pocket Wizards, depending on the circumstances, you're probably going to have to rely on some automatic settings. So in that particular photo I took, I had to have it on aperture priority because I didn't know exactly when the jump was going to happen. The clouds were rolling over, the temperature of the light was changing, the brightness of the light was changing. So I had to rely on the automatic settings because one of the downfalls of this older technology is that you can't actually preview what's on the back of the camera. But that's all changing. What's happening now is most manufacturers are shipping their camera Wi-Fi enabled already. So what that means is you can take your smartphone, connect it to your camera, and control everything on the camera with your phone. In this case, we have the Canon 70D. I've downloaded the EOS app to my phone, which you can see right here. As soon as I push that button, it wakes up the camera, and now I can control this camera via Wi-Fi with my smartphone. What's amazing about this is you can actually touch on the preview and change the focus of the shot. So now it's focused on the back wall. I can touch the Pocket Wizard again, and it focuses on the Pocket Wizard. Now I can go in and I can adjust any setting I want on the camera. I can adjust the ISO, the shutter speed. Once we have that all set up, we just hit the button and you're firing pictures. And the real game changer with this technology is once you've taken those photos, you can actually review them on your camera, you can edit them to your heart's desire, and you can share them with the world within minutes. For thestar.com, I'm Randy Risling.